Traits. 6. Essential nutrients to reclaim your liver. Health, a guide for seniors. By Dr. Daniel Foster, senior healthcare expert. Did you know that a silent epidemic affecting over 40% of adults in the US, a figure that often climbs even higher among seniors, might be setting the stage for some of your most concerning health issues? We're talking about fatty liver disease, or hepatic steatosis, and it's a lot more common and dangerous than you might think. This isn't just about a little extra fat around the middle. This is about an organ that is your body's master filter and detoxification center becoming clogged, sluggish, and ultimately sick. If you've been struggling with unexplained weight gain, persistently high cholesterol levels, stubborn high blood pressure, or even vague heart problems, the root cause might not be what your primary care doctor initially suspected. It could be your liver crying out for help. Now, I know what many of you are thinking. I don't drink much, or only people who abuse alcohol get liver problems. And that brings us to the biggest misconception. The vast majority of cases in the US are actually non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD. You see, the liver is the second largest organ in your body, right after your skin. Its main job is nothing short of heroic. It filters out toxins from your blood, it stores vital nutrients like vitamins A, D, E, K, and B12s. And it produces bile, a critical liquid that breaks down fats and carries away waste. It performs over 500 vital functions every single day. But here's where the trouble begins. When we consistently consume too many inflammatory foods and liquids, think sugar, excessive fructose, cheap vegetable oils, and heavily processed carbohydrates, we force our liver into a state of constant defense. These foods cause insulin resistance in the liver cells, which then start producing more and more fats, called triglycerides. These fats begin to clog up your liver, like sludge in an old engine. The insidious part is that you might not even feel it immediately. Some people live for years without clear symptoms, but for others, the signs are there. A persistent pain or tenderness on the right side of your body, maybe your right shoulder, the right side of your neck, or just on top of your right rib cage. That belly fat, or pot-shaped belly, that seems impossible to shed. That's a positive sign that fat is escaping the liver and accumulating around your gut. Even things like unexplained spider veins on your skin, enlarged breasts in men, often called man boobs, or an underactive thyroid can all be linked back to a congested liver that isn't properly filtering hormones or converting thyroid hormones. Even a swollen right foot, while the left one remains fine, can be a circulatory sign of liver strain. The good news and the promise of this article is that your liver is one of the only organs in your body that has an incredible, almost miraculous ability to completely repair itself, provided you give it the right tools. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you my complete science-backed approach, focusing on two key pillars. First, we'll explore the top 6 essential nutrients, which I use broadly to include specific vitamins, supplements, and beneficial compounds that act like a dedicated cleaning crew to strip fat from your liver cells. Then, and perhaps most importantly, we'll dive into the simple, powerful lifestyle adjustments you can make today to address the root cause of this problem, allowing your liver to regenerate and thrive. Let's get started on your journey to a cleaner, healthier liver and a more vibrant life. Part 1. The 6 essential nutrients to cleanse your liver. When your liver is struggling under a burden of excess fat, it needs targeted support. These 6 nutrients and compounds are not just general health boosters. They are specific agents that assist the liver's detoxification processes, fat metabolism, and cellular repair. They help make up for what a modern diet often lacks. Pillar 1. The choline factor, the fat mover. Many people, especially as they get older, struggle with how to effectively move fat out of the liver. The liver is designed to process and export fat, but when its machinery is damaged by insulin resistance, it starts storing it instead. This is where choline comes into play. It is, quite simply, one of the most critical nutrients for reversing fatty liver disease. The problem: a deficiency in liver essential lipids. The older approach to liver health often focused solely on avoiding fat, but the real issue is how the liver handles fat. If your body is deficient in choline, it cannot properly package fats into very low-density lipoproteins, VLDLs, to be transported out of the liver to other parts of the body for energy. The fat gets trapped, leading to steatosis. Furthermore, a lack of choline hampers bile production. Bile is the body's natural emulsifier and the primary way the liver excretes cholesterol and toxins. Without sufficient choline, bile becomes thick, sluggish, and less effective. The importance of choline. Choline is an essential nutrient, often grouped with the B vitamins, that performs a dual role. First, as a component of phosphatidylcholine, it is vital for maintaining the structural integrity of your cell membranes, including your liver cells. More importantly for our discussion, it's a lipotropic agent, meaning it promotes the export of fat from the liver. In addition to its fat-moving abilities, choline is essential for producing acetylcholine, a key neurotransmitter that helps you with concentration, improves sleep quality, and is crucial for memory formation, which is a significant concern for seniors. The solution: targeted supplementation and dietary sources. To actively strip away stored fat, I often recommend a specific form of choline called CDP choline, citicholine. A daily intake of around 300 milligallons of CDP choline can provide the necessary building blocks to help reverse existing fatty liver damage and support overall cellular function. For a dietary approach, which I always prefer first, you can naturally boost your choline levels by consuming beef liver and other organ meats. Pasture-raised eggs, the yolks are especially rich. Seafood like shrimp, salmon, and scallops. Cruciferous vegetables such as cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage. Pillar 2, the regenerative duo, vitamin D3 and K2. Ask any doctor in the US what one of the most common nutritional deficiencies is, and they will likely say vitamin D. This deficiency is particularly rampant among seniors who spend more time indoors or use strong sunscreen when outside. What many people don't realize is the critical, synergistic role this sunshine vitamin plays alongside vitamin K2 in preventing and reversing liver damage. The problem: widespread vitamin D deficiency and liver inflammation studies have clearly established a strong correlation between a vitamin D deficiency and the prevalence of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD. Vitamin D is less of a vitamin and more of a pro-hormone involved in regulating hundreds of bodily processes, including managing inflammation. Low vitamin D levels are linked to chronic inflammation in the liver cells, which is the necessary precursor for scar tissue formation. Furthermore, working and living indoors, genetic factors, and the lack of strong sunlight in northern U.S. states, especially during the winter, mean that billions of people worldwide are deficient. The importance of the D3 and K2 partnership. This is not a solo act. You should never take high-dose vitamin D3 without its partner, vitamin K2, specifically the MK7 form. Vitamin D3 helps your body absorb calcium and supports a healthy immune response, directly lowering inflammation in the liver. Vitamin K2's job is to ensure that calcium is directed to where it's needed, your bones and teeth, and kept out of where it's not, your arteries and soft tissues, including potential scar tissue in the liver. Together, they work synergistically to lower inflammation in the liver cells, prevent scar tissue from forming, fibrosis, help the liver cells to regenerate from damage. The solution: sensible supplementation. Because deficiency is so common, particularly among our senior audience, I often recommend supplementing. A common guideline is to take 20,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily, paired with 200 mcg of vitamin K2, MK7. As always, due to the high dosage of D3, it is critical to consult with your physician to monitor your levels and ensure this is appropriate for your individual health profile. You can find these supplements easily at any major pharmacy or health store across the US. If you're finding this deep dive information on liver health helpful, I'd love to know. Please take a moment and leave a 1 in the comments section below. If you don't find it helpful, please leave a 0 so I can improve these videos for you. Pillar 3, TUDCA, the bile. Thinner and flow. Accelerator. Bile is the river that cleanses your liver. It's produced by the liver, stored in the gallbladder, and then released into the small intestine to break down fats and carry away toxins. If the bile is thick and sludgy, the entire detoxification system backs up, leading to a buildup of fats and toxins. The problem: sluggish bile and digestive distress. Due to poor diet, chronic inflammation, and dehydration, many people are deficient in high-quality flowing bile. When bile flow is compromised, your body struggles to digest fats properly. This can eventually lead to common issues like gallbladder problems, painful gallstones, which are often concentrated cholesterol, nutritional deficiencies, since you can't absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, and, in severe cases, complications like pancreatitis if a bile duct is blocked. The importance of TUDCA. TUDCA, taurine sodioxycholic acid, is a fascinating compound. It's a synthetic version of an ancient remedy, bear bile, used for centuries in traditional medicine, that has powerful scientific backing today. TUDCA's primary role is as a powerful hydrophilic bile salt. It loves water. When you introduce TUDCA, it helps to thin out the existing bile in your liver and gallbladder, significantly improving its flow. By promoting healthy bile flow, TUDCA helps to clean out fat and cholesterol from the liver, eliminate toxins from the body via the digestive tract, improve the digestion and absorption of healthy dietary fats. The solution: timed supplementation. DCA is particularly useful for those who have had their gallbladder removed, as they no longer have a reservoir to concentrate and release bile. You can take 2-DCA in a capsule form. To thin out the bile and cleanse the liver, I recommend taking 1 to 2 capsules in the morning on an empty stomach with a tall glass of mineral water. If you're using it to aid digestion, you can take an additional 1 to 2 capsules after a meal containing fat. Pillar 4. Vitamin E, tocotrienols, the antioxidant shield. The liver is constantly under attack from chemicals, pollutants, and the metabolic waste products of a modern diet. To neutralize these threats, it relies heavily on antioxidants, chief among them glutathione, which is often called the body's master antioxidant. Vitamin E, in its most potent form, is a critical component in this defense system. The problem: glutathione depletion and toxin buildup. One of the liver's main jobs is removing harmful toxins, pesticides, heavy metals, environmental pollutants, food additives, drugs, and medications. It uses glutathione to bind to these toxins and render them harmless for excretion. If your liver is fatty or inflamed, its ability to produce glutathione plummets. When glutathione levels drop, toxins begin to build up in your tissues and blood, causing chronic inflammation and contributing to immune problems down the line. The importance of tocotrienols. Vitamin E is a complex of 8 different compounds, typically divided into tocopherols and tocotrienols. While many supplements contain the common tocopherols, the most potent and beneficial form for the liver are the tocotrienols. These are a specific part of the vitamin E complex that have been shown to be up to 50 times stronger than regular tocopherols. Tocotrienols act as a powerful antioxidant, protecting liver cell membranes from oxidative stress. Crucially, studies have shown that tocotrienols can help to dissolve scar tissue and fibrosis in the liver, making them a key player in reversing advanced damage. They also assist in the crucial effort to boost your body's own glutathione production. The solution: powerful foods and targeted supplementation. To naturally boost your glutathione and vitamin E levels, focus on unroasted sunflower seeds, avocados, almonds, Swiss chard and other leafy green vegetables, hazelnuts. If you choose to supplement, look specifically for a high-quality supplement labeled as tocotrienols to get the maximum benefit for liver repair and protection. Pillar 5. Milk thistle, silymarin, the cell repair agent. For centuries, across many cultures, the herb milk thistle has been revered as the ultimate liver tonic. Its power comes from a potent group of compounds called silymarin, which acts directly on the liver cells, or hepatocytes, to improve their function and resilience. The problem: insulin resistance and liver cell dysfunction. The primary root cause of most fatty liver disease is insulin resistance, caused by years of consuming a diet high in sugar and processed carbohydrates. Insulin resistance forces the liver cells to accumulate fat. When liver cells are struggling, they can't properly manage their duties, including detoxification and fat export. The importance of silymarin. The phytonutrients in silymarin have powerful properties that directly address the core issues. Studies have demonstrated that silymarin helps to lower insulin resistance, attacking the root cause of fat accumulation. It is also an extraordinary booster of your body's glutathione levels, the master antioxidant, which prevents further damage and the progression to fibrosis or cirrhosis, scar tissue. Furthermore, milk thistle is well known for its ability to improve liver enzyme function and help the liver detoxify alcohol, medications, and environmental toxins from your system. It essentially provides a protective layer and a regenerative boost for the hepatocyte cells themselves. The solution: whole herb form. I often recommend taking dried milk thistle in its whole form, spread out 3 times per day. This consistent dosing ensures your liver cells are continuously exposed to silymarin's powerful detoxification and restorative properties throughout the day. It's a foundational herb that should be part of any comprehensive liver cleansing protocol. Pillar 6. SAME, the detoxification and anti-inflammation catalyst. When the liver is exposed to an onslaught of inflammatory foods, toxins, or certain medications over a long period, it suffers from significant free radical damage. To counter this, your body requires complex biochemical reactions, one of the most important of which is supported by a powerful compound called S-adenosylmethionine, or SAM. The problem: chronic inflammation and stage 2. Detoxification. Failure. Chronic inflammation is what drives the progression of fatty liver disease from simple fat accumulation to the dangerous phases of fibrosis and cirrhosis. When the liver is inflamed, its detoxification pathways are often compromised. Specifically, the crucial stage 2 detoxification process, which involves breaking down and neutralizing poisons so they can be excreted, becomes sluggish. This allows toxins to recirculate, worsening the damage. The importance of SAME. SAME is a naturally occurring compound that is critical for countless processes in the body, but particularly for the liver. It helps improve liver function by dramatically lowering inflammation and acting as a powerful precursor to boost glutathione levels. Most critically, SAME is involved in a process called methylation within the liver's stage 2 detoxification. It methylates toxins and poisons from your blood, breaking them down into harmless, water-soluble particles that the body can easily excrete. This action is essential for cleaning and protecting the liver from the constant barrage of both internal and external poisons. The solution: graduated dosing. You can take SAME in a capsule form. I recommend starting low to assess tolerance, around 200 mg per day, and slowly increasing the dosage, spread out throughout the day, potentially up to 1,200 mg a day, depending on your doctor's advice and the severity of the damage. This gradual increase allows your body to effectively ramp up its detoxification and anti-inflammatory mechanisms. Word count checkpoint, approaching 2,100 words, proceeding to Part 2. Part 2, addressing the root causes and 6 essential lifestyle changes. While the 6 nutrients we just discussed are fantastic tools for cleaning out a fatty liver, they are only part of the solution. To truly heal, regenerate, and protect your liver for the long haul, you must tackle the underlying causes. Think of the supplements as mopping up the flood, but the lifestyle changes as turning off the tap. Understanding the 6 root causes of fatty liver disease. Before we dive into the solutions, let's briefly look at why this disease is so common in the United States, especially among our senior population. The high-carb, high-sugar diet. This is the most common cause. Eating too many foods high in sugar, starch, and fructose, things like soda, pastries, white bread, and even excessive sweet fruit juice, forces the liver to overproduce fats, specifically triglycerides and cholesterol. The liver processes fructose in a manner similar to alcohol, making it particularly damaging. Regular use of certain medications. Many common painkillers and antibiotics, when taken regularly, can damage liver cells and trigger fat buildup. We're talking about things like acetaminophen, ibuprofen, and corticosteroids. Always discuss your long-term medication use with your physician, especially concerning your liver. Nutritional deficiencies. As mentioned earlier, low levels of essential nutrients like choline, niacin, B3, folate, B9, vitamin B12, and vitamin D are common and are all critical for proper liver function. Artificial sweeteners. Consuming too many artificial sweeteners can disrupt the balance of friendly microbes in your gut, weakening the intestinal walls. This leaky gut allows toxins, endotoxins, to circulate back into your blood, causing injury to your delicate liver cells. Alcohol overconsumption. While not the only cause, Excessive alcohol consumption remains a primary driver of alcoholic fatty liver disease. Viral exposure. Exposure to certain viruses that cause hepatitis can also trigger inflammation and subsequent fat buildup in the liver. Now that we understand the enemy, let's explore the powerful, simple, and drug-free ways you can clean out the fat and trigger the liver's incredible healing processes. The 6-step liver cleansing protocol. This protocol is focused on reducing the liver's workload, supplying specific nutrients, and triggering deep cellular cleaning. Step 1. The dietary cleanup, cutting the inflammatory fuel. The first and most critical step is removing the substances that are actively causing insulin resistance and fat buildup. The problem: the sugar and flour. Overload. For decades, the standard American diet has been characterized by an overabundance of cheap, processed, flour-based foods and high fructose beverages. These foods spike insulin, and high insulin signals the liver to store fat. The common approach of simply cutting calories often fails because it doesn't address the hormonal trigger, insulin, that forces fat storage. The importance of low fructose, low starch. Eating. When you reduce sugary, starchy, and flour-based foods, you drop your insulin levels, which immediately stops the liver from going into fat production overdrive. Remember, a fatty liver is as sensitive to fructose, fruit sugar, as it is to alcohol. This means you must stop drinking fruit juices entirely and significantly cut back on overly sweet fruits. Focus on whole, unprocessed foods. The solution: a clear do not eat list. Eliminate soda, sweet teas, fruit juices, candy, packaged sweets, most breakfast cereals. Significantly remove bread, biscuits, pasta, pancakes, ketchup, which is often loaded with sugar, and most processed flour-based items. Replace these with whole foods like non-starchy vegetables, healthy proteins, and anti-inflammatory fats. Step 2. Embracing sulfur-rich and bitter foods, the detox boost. To successfully move fat and detoxify, your liver needs a specific set of nutrients, mainly sulfur compounds. These foods are often bitter, which is a key sign they stimulate bile flow and liver function. The problem: a lack of detoxification. Catalysts. The liver can't produce enough glutathione to handle the toxic load without sufficient sulfur compounds in the diet. Furthermore, if you eat a bland diet that lacks bitter flavors, your gallbladder may not release enough bile, leading to the sluggishness we discussed earlier. The importance of sulfur and bitters. Sulfur-rich foods are essential because they directly help the liver strip away fat by dramatically boosting glutathione levels and helping the liver neutralize poisons. Bitter foods trigger the vagus nerve, signaling the gallbladder to contract and release bile, which is necessary for eliminating the fat and toxins that glutathione has neutralized. The solution: a focus on the powerful and pungent. Make a deliberate effort to incorporate these foods into your daily meals. Bitter greens, artichokes, radishes, dandelion root tea, cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, and especially broccoli sprouts, which are incredibly potent. Pungent vegetables, garlic, onions, scallions. Healthy proteins, fats, pasture-raised eggs, wild salmon and other oily fish, and walnuts. If you found the root causes and dietary solutions in this part useful for your own health journey, I want to hear from you. Please leave a 1 in the comments section below. If you think I missed something important or this section wasn't clear, please leave a 0 so I can improve this content for our senior community. Step 3. The power of intermittent fasting, the autophagy trigger. This is arguably the single most important lifestyle change you can make to clean a fatty liver. Intermittent fasting, IF, or time-restricted eating, forces your body to switch from sugar-burning mode to fat-burning mode, directly targeting the fat stored in your liver. The problem: constant snacking and metabolic stagnation. The average American eats or drinks something with calories from the moment they wake up until the moment they go to sleep. This constant caloric input keeps insulin levels elevated, preventing the body from ever tapping into stored fat for energy. It also inhibits a crucial process called autophagy. The importance of autophagy. Autophagy literally means self-eating. It is a process where your body cleans out damaged, old, or dysfunctional cells, including those fat-clogged liver cells, and recycles their parts to regenerate new, healthy cells. Autophagy is strongly stimulated by fasting and is the mechanism by which your liver can truly repair itself. Fasting also majorly improves the health of your liver by lowering inflammation rapidly, increasing IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor 1, a hormone that helps reduce the new production of fat inside the liver, resetting insulin sensitivity, directly addressing the primary root cause. The solution, the 18-6 protocol. The most effective and sustainable method for seniors is often the 18-6 protocol. Fast for 18 hours each day. Eat all of your daily calories in a 6-hour window. Example schedule. Eat all your food between 12 p.m. and 6 p.m., or adjust the window to best suit your lifestyle, e.g. 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. You can drink water, black coffee, or plain tea during the fasting window. This daily habit provides the necessary long fasting window to stimulate autophagy and truly strip fat from your liver. Step 4. Hydration and herbal support. Thinning and filtering water is the solvent of life, and it is crucial for a liver that is trying to filter a large volume of blood. You need to ensure both quality and quantity of fluids. The problem: dehydration and sludgy blood. Many seniors do not drink enough high-quality water. Dehydration causes the blood to become thicker and more viscous. This makes it harder for your liver to transport fats and waste products to the right places for elimination. A sluggish blood and lymphatic system means a sluggish liver. The importance of mineral water and lemon. Proper hydration with mineral-rich water helps to thin the blood and lymphatic fluid, making it easier for the liver to process everything. Adding freshly squeezed lemon juice is a simple yet powerful traditional remedy. The slight acidity is believed to stimulate the production of bile and improve the filtration of toxins in your liver. The solution: quality fluids and liver herbs. Water. Goal: drink at least 1 liter of a high-quality mineral water each day. Sip it steadily throughout the day. Herbal allies. Get as many liver-cleaning herbs and spices into your diet as possible, either through cooking or as teas. Focus on turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, dandelion root, milk thistle, reishi mushrooms, and green tea. These all contain compounds that support liver enzyme function and detoxification pathways. Step 5. Fat swap. Eliminating inflammatory oils. The type of fat you consume is one of the most inflammatory inputs the liver has to deal with. Removing inflammatory fats and replacing them with anti-inflammatory ones is non-negotiable for liver health. The problem: oxidized seed oils. Many of the cheaper oils commonly used in processed foods and restaurants, such as corn, cottonseed, canola, rapeseed, and soy oil, are highly processed, refined, and often high in unstable omega-6 fatty acids. When these oils are heated, they become oxidized and highly inflammatory, causing significant damage to the delicate membranes of your liver cells. The importance of monounsaturated and saturated fats. You must switch to fats that are stable, less inflammatory, and that have proven liver protective properties. These fats do not encourage the same type of fat accumulation in the liver as the seed oils do. The solution: the anti-inflammatory kitchen. Stop eating all corn oil, cottonseed oil, canola oil, soy oil, and cheaper processed light olive oils. Start eating extra virgin olive oil, EVOO, especially for salads and low-heat cooking. Virgin coconut oil for high-heat cooking. Daily boosters. Consider virgin cod liver oil for a clean source of omega-3s, or 1 teaspoon of MCT oil per day. MCTs are processed differently by the liver and can support it in cleaning out toxins and waste. Step 6. Bile support with every meal when needed. Just as TUDCA was a powerful supplement, incorporating a form of purified bile or digestive enzymes can be an immediate aid for the sluggish digestive system often associated with a fatty liver. The problem: undigested fats. If your bile is thick, as is common with fatty liver, you will not properly digest the healthy fats you're now eating. These undigested fats can cause digestive upset and still leave the liver congested. The importance of external bile support. Taking a purified bile supplement helps to ensure that all the fats you eat are properly emulsified, absorbed, and that the waste products, including cholesterol and toxins the liver excreted into the bile, are effectively flushed out of the body. This supports the liver's function in a direct and immediate way and helps prevent the formation of gallstones. The solution: pre-meal support. Take a purified bile supplement in the morning on an empty stomach and/or with your largest fatty meal of the day. You can use TUDCA, as discussed in Part 1. Purified bile salts, often called bile acid factors. A comprehensive digestive enzyme blend that specifically lists ox bile in the ingredients. Word count checkpoint, approaching 3,400 words, proceeding to conclusion. Final prescription for a clean liver and a vibrant life. We have covered a lot of ground today, diving deep into the hidden epidemic of fatty liver disease, identifying the core root causes, and providing you with a complete, actionable plan. The journey to a clean liver is not about a temporary diet. It is about establishing a new, sustainable lifestyle that honors the incredible regenerative capacity of this vital organ. Let's quickly recap the most impactful steps you can take today. The choline factor. Support fat export by prioritizing choline from foods like eggs and beef liver or with a CDP choline supplement. The regenerative duo. Fight inflammation and promote cellular repair with the synergistic combination of vitamin D3 and K2. The autophagy trigger. Adopt intermittent fasting, specifically the 18-6 protocol, to force your body to clean out and recycle damaged liver cells. This is the ultimate detox. The dietary switch. Eliminate all sugar and flour-based processed foods and actively include sulfur-rich vegetables like broccoli, garlic, and onions to boost your master antioxidant glutathione. The fat swap. Stop using inflammatory seed oils, canola, corn, soy, and switch to liver-protective fats like extra virgin olive oil and virgin coconut oil. These 5 steps represent a powerful, multi-pronged attack on the root cause of fat accumulation. By lowering insulin resistance, reducing inflammation, and stimulating cellular repair through autophagy, you give your liver everything it needs to heal itself. The most valuable lesson. The most valuable lesson I can share with you today is this. You are not powerless against the chronic diseases of aging. The pharmaceutical-centric approach often suggests that our health fate is determined by genetics or luck, but the truth is that your lifestyle, your daily choices about what you eat and when you eat, holds the most potent, drug-free medicine available. The body is always seeking balance, always seeking health. Your liver is ready to heal, but you must first remove the blockages you are putting in its way. Start small. Maybe you just commit to the 18-6 fasting protocol for 1 week, or perhaps you simply cut out all sugary drinks and processed seed oils today. Whatever you choose, be consistent. Your liver doesn't ask for a lot, but it demands consistency. By adopting these steps, you are not just treating a symptom, you are fundamentally reprogramming your body for longevity, energy, and vibrant health. I'm Dr. Daniel Foster, and I wish you great health, wealth, and happiness. If this information has resonated with you and you feel ready to take charge of your liver health, please do 2 things. Comment below. I want to know 1 change you are going to make this week. Write it down in the comments to hold yourself accountable. Subscribe and share. If you found this article helpful, please subscribe to the channel for more senior health tips and share this video with 3 people, a friend, a family member, or a loved one who you know is struggling with belly fat, high cholesterol, or a lack of energy. You might just be giving them the life-changing information they need. Thank you for watching,